all. It is 4th of July week, which is going to be an amazing week here on the homestead. We are going to have 15 people, 10 kids and 5 adults hanging out for the weekend. I'm so excited to be able to see all these people and hang out. Hallelujah that we are able to do it. I'm just praising God that He has given us the ability to have that many people hanging here. For this week, I am going to give you guys a quick update. Start with just the talking update. Couple things have happened in the past week that have been really uncool. One of them was Josie, our chicken enthusiast, lost all of her teenage chickens. So all the ones that were up and coming, we were actually getting them ready to move in with the flock in the next week or so. And we had put their pen further out than we usually do, but not still in the area with all the rest of the chickens. And a fox, we're assuming, attacked them and every single one died. She lost all 6. These were going to be her olive eggers and then some of her specialty roosters that she had bred, hatched. All of it is super devastating for her. Like, I cannot even explain how devastating it was. She's super sad, but we are unable to replace them at this point just because of where we are in the season and because of how many birds we have acquired. So she has other birds up and coming. So I'm told her she's just going to have to use those ones instead of selling them. So thankful that she had some more, but still sad that she lost her favorite ones. She just specifically bred them for different traits to see what they would look like. And she named them all, spent a lot of time with them, as you want to do with your chickens that you're going to be adding to your flock. And it's just not going to happen anymore. They're gone. Second verbal update is that we had an insane amount of rain. So they said between 6 and 10 inches. I didn't actually look at the final count. Kayaking in the front yard. Yeah, that's what my kids were doing. There's no access to water there. It just completely flooded. And that not only flooded there, it flooded in my garden, it flooded in our chicken pens, it flooded in our feed pen. It was crazy. Because of how much water we got, I feel like all I am doing is playing catch up and trying to figure out what can I do to make my garden better. Some of the things that could combat against this is having raised beds so they don't flood out. My tomatoes, they're looking pretty yellow. My peppers are looking pretty yellow. The squash, thankfully, is just fine. But up here, where I have raised beds, everything is looking good. Actually, it's kind of looking beyond good. I am letting these things go to seed so that I can seed save for them. And we're going to see how well they do. But they're still producing flowers. And it's the end of June, beginning of July. Way impressed that they are producing flowers. I don't know if we will get another harvest off of these just because they are starting to get a little on the edge of being good, but I will definitely get more seeds to plant in another month and a half so that we can have a fall harvest for peas. Super happy with the peas and how they have grown. For the garden, I feel like this has pushed us back yet another week as far as what we are going to have. Happy Friday morning, people. Today I am using my earbud as my microphone. Hopefully you guys can hear me. It's not going to be the best like what we've had in the past. My microphone stand broke, so I'm going to get that fixed. But I did want to bring you guys along. We are moving all of our current birds into the meat bird pen. So we've had a little bit of a change in my plan. We have 2 ducks that need specialty food so that they are healthy and thriving. And we also have some chickens that were growing up because of Josie's chickens getting killed a while ago. So what we're doing right now, Josie and I are going to set up this pen right here behind us. And we're going to move all of our current chickens, which are all about the same age, and turkeys into that pen. This will give them time to grow up and get big enough that we can put them each individually in their own pens, and eventually the chickens will go in with the other chickens, the turkeys will go in their own pen, and the meat birds will grow up to get eaten. The other thing we did this week was I went to Tractor Supply and found out that they had meat birds there, and I asked them what they could do for me for purchasing them if I took all of them. They had quite a few, and they said, well, we could do this, and I said yes. So I ended up with 26 meat birds, and they also had olive acres there, so I grabbed 3 olive acres to help kind of replace the specialty ones that Josie lost. We'll see how they do. We put them in this pen right here, and hopefully they will grow up and be healthy, and we'll be able to add them to our flock. So Josie and I are going to get this meat bird pen ready, and hopefully it won't take us too long. We're not wanting to spend a ton of time on it, but come and watch what we're doing. The weeds are so tall right now because my mower is broken, and so I have no way to mow down anything. So hopefully we can get that back in the next couple days and be able to mow down some stuff. So the one thing that we're running into is the weeds are crazy tall, but I've got the tarp in there, and the birds will they'll eat down the weeds, and so it will become a more comfortable living space. But we're gonna put the baby turkeys, the chicks that are up and coming into Josie's flock, and the older meat birds all in here, get them on pasture, get them to a point where we can actually take care of them relatively easily, so that we can then go on to just having a more simple routine. The big things we're trying to do right now are 2 things. We want to make it as predator proof as possible, and also makes it so the birds don't just escape every time we put them in there.